Hey y'all, welcome to Simple and Healthy Mama. I'm Kate, and today I have a hack for anyone who lives with other people. So it could be your family, could be your roommates, and you have a dishwasher, and any of those people that you live with happen to ask you, are the dishes in the dishwasher clean or dirty? I don't know why this drives me so insane, but it absolutely drives me nuts. Actually, I do know why. That was a lie. I am now in perimenopause and my mental load is so full. I cannot take on other work for other people. And so I'm learning to actually put the work back on the people that can do the work in my house and home and life. And so today I'm going to teach you how you can teach them, and this absolutely worked 100% in my life, which is surprising because very few things that I try work that well. So that hopefully you can save yourself a little bit of the mental stress of having people, your housemates, your homemates, whoever you live with, your family, your kids, your partner, from asking you if the dishes are in fact clean or dirty. So I realized at some point that I never agreed to do this extra mental load for the rest of my family of being the one that they ask, where are all of my things that I cannot find? And questions like, are the dishes clean or dirty? Clean or dirty, Mom? Clean or dirty? Are the dishes in the dishwasher clean or dirty? I was just losing it. I was losing my patience and I felt like I was losing my mind. So I thought about it and I thought, these are smart people. They can do this. But it comes back to my theory that things that seem like they should be implicit can be usually explicitly taught. So my theory is that almost anything can be explicitly taught. I used to teach kindergarten, first grade, ELL, and I found that a lot of things that I thought were kind of a given sometimes had to be taught. Like the first day I taught kindergarten, I called them over to the rug and they sat down and a couple of them sat backwards, like facing the other way. And I was like, oh, I did not specifically say sit on the rug facing me. It was just a learning moment for me and for them. Like, that's what I need you to do. So same thing applies here. So I literally taught my family. I said, you are smart people, you can figure this out, and here are the clues that I use to figure out if the dishes are clean or dirty. So the first clue is the dishwasher propped open? Our new dishwasher I love because it props itself open to dry, very fancy. But our old dishwasher, I would hear it finish and I would know that those dishes are not dry because they never are. And I hate the idea of like stacking wet dishes in the counter and having them grow like bacteria and stuff. I hate when people like put lids on things in the cabinet. I cannot handle that. So the germ freak in me was freaking out. So things have to be dry. So if it's like this, probably it's clean. Next clue, when you open it, if the door is perfectly clean, there's not food that's been dripped on it and crumbs and things that have run down the door, then probably they're also clean. So another clue is if you open the racks and they are mostly full, then probably the dishes are clean. We run our dishwasher when it is full or almost full. And you've probably heard the statistic that it takes a lot more water to hand wash your dishes. So even if you just have a few dishes, well, it's more than a few, it's like 7 or 9 dishes, it's better to go ahead and run your dishwasher than to hand wash those because of the savings in water. And for me, that would absolutely be true. And it'd probably be something more like 5 dishes because I use a ton of water because I like to get things really clean. But that means I rinse things way too much. Again, if the dishwasher is full or almost full, or however your family does it, that's a clue. And then, of course, the last step is, do the dishes look clean? They do look clean. So I explained all of these steps to my family. I'm not sure which ones were missing for them, maybe none. I think they just got in the habit of asking me because that was easier. And I don't think they were intending to dump this mental load on me, but I could no longer handle it. It was getting to be too much. It was feeling chaotic to me to constantly be asked this and interrupted from what I was doing and then trying to keep my brain on whatever it was that I was doing and blah. It was just getting to be too much for me. So I solved the problem by explicitly teaching them, here's how you're going to do it, and putting the mental load back on them. Okay, so when I was filming, I forgot a couple things. So future Kate popping in here. First of all, since it's now the next day, I can show you this is what dirty dishes look like. See how this is all splattered and gross? The dishes have food on them. They look dirty. This video could be used as an instruction manual for those members of your household that maybe need to learn this skill. But also I wanted to say something because I realized that I didn't explain how I got my family to actually stop asking me. And that is about learning boundaries. And as a 45-year-old woman, I am now finally understanding what boundaries look like. So here's the lesson. When my kids and husband were asking me and I was answering, I was feeding into the system and saying that that was okay for them to do. So I set a new boundary of like, do not, and I told them, do not ask me again. And of course they forget a few times, but I stopped answering. So when they would ask me, I would say, You know how to do this. Figure it out. Which sounds a little harsh, but really, they do know how to do this. And what we're trying to teach our kids before we launch them out into the universe is that they have the skills to take care of themselves and to be a good roommate and to be a good partner and to be a fully functional adult. So, in the interest of teaching our children how to do that, you don't want to do all these things for them. Don't put their dishes in the dishwasher for them. Don't answer their question of, are the dishes clean or dirty? Try not to answer, where are my socks, if they can actually solve the problem first. All right, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this video, and back to the rest of the show. If your kids are, basically by the time they're walking, if your dishes are somewhat durable, we got Corelle, so they're very durable, they can load their own dishes. They can load their own dishes, and as soon as they can reach things, they can unload dishes. We started with having our kids unload silverware because they could reach the silverware drawer before they could reach the cupboard that had the dishes in them. So teaching independence for your whole family and household will save your mental load and hopefully a little bit of your sanity. All right, I hope that helped you. I hope that your family or your household members never have to ask you again whether or not the dishes are clean or dirty, and that you could apply this to other things to help hand that mental load back to your family. If you liked this video, please like it below, hit subscribe, share it with people. Commenting also helps little tiny YouTubers like me. I will catch you next time. I cover decluttering, organization, parenting things, and home living hacks and simplified living things. So I'll see you again. Thanks. Bye.